I read 8.4 million words this year. Here's my 2025 reading wrap up. Here are my general stats. I read 61 books this year, 30,400 pages. My average book length was 501 pages. Clearly I have a problem. These are my star stats. My average star rating was 4.02, which I think is a little bit generous. Below 5% of the books I read this year were 3 stars and below. 31% of the books I read this year were 3 stars, or within the 3-star category, so 3 to 3.75. 49% of the books I read this year were between 4 and 4.75 stars, and 14% of the books I read this year were 5 stars. I believe there was 9 in total. These are my genre stats. I stayed true to my love for fantasy this year, reading 22 books. I read 19 romance, 11 general fiction, 5 sci-fi, and then there were 4 that fell into like various categories. These are my author stats. My most read author this year, big surprise, is Brandon Sanderson with 7 books, Pierce Brown with 6, Abby Jimenez, Frederick Bachman, and Liz Tomforty with 4, and Emily Henry with 3. These are my stats by month. My highest reading month this year was April, and my lowest was October. I read 10 books in April and 1 in October, like a loser. I think on average, I read about 5 to 6 books per month. This is my pages read per month. My highest page per month was in April with just over 4,000 pages. This is where it gets interesting. These are my crying stats. Total books I read this year was 61, and the total that made me cry was 12. That is a whopping 19.7% of the books that I read this year made me cry. These are my top 5 reading moments of the year. Number 5, reading the ending of The Will of the Many. I had such a visceral, extreme reaction to this. I will never forget it. Number 4, discovering my love for Frederick Bachman. He is now in my top 3 authors of all time. He is absolutely incredible. I love every single thing he writes. Number 3, reading the Red Rising series. I will never get to experience that again for the first time, and it was the most thrilling, exhilarating, perfect experience ever. Number 2, experiencing reading the ending of The Hero of Ages. I still cry thinking about it. I still cry thinking about it. So if that gives you any insight. And number 1 was spending the year reading with you. We made over 300 coffees together, read almost every single morning together. We got to 2.9 followers on Instagram, 1.9 subscribers on YouTube, and almost 10,000 on TikTok. I cannot thank you enough for being here. You make my life so joyful to not just have to talk to my wall about books. I get to talk to other people who love books just as much as me. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in 2026 for even more books, all the conversations about them, all the coffees, hopefully some new favorite books of all time. Let me know in the comments what your top books of this year have been, and we will talk soon.